Hello! We hope you're enjoying your stay at Toshi's place.
To help you make the most of your time in Kamakura, we've prepared this sightseeing guide.
Today we'll introduce you to Hokai-ji Temple.
Ah, Hokai-ji. It's a really special place, isn't it? Kind of a hidden gem compared to some of the bigger spots, but just full of history and, well, beauty.
Absolutely. It really feels like a garden of prayer and renewal, as you put it.
Yeah.
So serene, perfect for reflecting on Kamakura's past, but also just enjoying the peace.
Exactly. And that history is pretty dramatic. Let's start there.
Sounds good. So its origins go back to the early 14th century, a really pivotal time.
A huge turning point. We're
Yeah.
talking 1333, the fall of the Kamakura shogunate. And Hokai-ji was founded by Ashikaga Takauji.
Right, the one who then started the next shogunate, the Muromachi one.
Precisely. But the fascinating part is why he built Hokai-ji. It wasn't just, I'm the new boss, let's build a temple.
Okay, I'm intrigued. What was the reason?
It was built to console the spirits of the Hojo clan, the very clan he'd helped defeat.
Wow. Really, the rulers he just overthrew.
Yes. The Hojo family had been the real power in Kamakura for generations, the regents. But when the shogunate fell, the last regent, Hojo Takatoki, and many others committed suicide. So Takauji built this temple for them.
That's actually quite profound.
Mm-hmm.
Consoling the spirits of your enemies.
It really speaks to the beliefs of the time, doesn't it? The
Yes.
need to pacify potentially vengeful spirits, maybe achieve some kind of spiritual reconciliation after all that bloodshed. It mixes politics and spirituality in a way that's very medieval Japan.
And the location itself adds another layer, right? It wasn't just plopped down anywhere.
Not at all. The ground Hokai-ji sits on is the exact site of the former Hojo regent's residence. It was called Komachite.
No way. Right on their home turf.
Right. And see that little hill just behind the temple? That's believed to be the site of Toshoji Temple.
Toshoji, wasn't that where Hojo Takatoki?
Yeah, that's the story, where Takatoki and hundreds of his followers took their own lives. So you're literally standing on ground that saw the very end of an era. It's powerful stuff.
You can almost feel it. So, founded early 14th century, but the buildings we see now, they came a bit later and faced some challenges.
Oh, yes. Like so many historic sites in Japan, the main structures really started going up in the mid-14th century. But then fast forward to the mid-16th century, a real time of conflict, and bam, destroyed by fire.
Oh, that's tragic.
It is. But it didn't stay down. It was rebuilt in the early 17th century.
And with some pretty significant help, I heard.
Absolutely. None other than Tokugawa Ieyasu lent his support.
The Tokugawa Ieyasu, founder of the Tokugawa shogunate.
The very same. His backing really cemented Hokai-ji's importance and helped ensure it survived. Shows how vital these places were, even to the top rulers.
Definitely. And speaking of important people, the first head priest, Enkin, was a major figure too, wasn't he?
Absolutely. Enkin wasn't just any monk. He held the title Tendai Zasu.
Tendai Zasu. What does that mean exactly?
It means he was the head priest, the highest authority of the entire Tendai sect of Buddhism, a hugely influential school. He was even given the title Godai Kokushi.
National teacher. Wow.
Yeah, it's a very prestigious honor, recognizing his wisdom and influence on a national level. Having him as the first head priest really put Hokai-ji on the map, spiritually speaking.
I can imagine. And his status led to something else being established there too, right? Something about precepts.
Exactly. Because Enkin was so prominent, a Kaiden Inn was established at Hokai-ji right from the start.
A Kaiden Inn.
Mm-hmm.
That's like a platform for ordaining monks.
Pretty much, yeah. It's a facility for officially conferring the Buddhist precepts. Having one really signaled that Hokai-ji wasn't just a place for prayer, but a serious center for Buddhist teaching and practice. Very significant.
Okay, so from that deep history, let's talk about what you actually see and feel inside. The sacred art must be incredible. The main statue is a Jizo, right?
Yes, the principal deity is just wonderful. It's a seated statue called Kosadari Kyodoku Jizo Bosatsu. And it's officially recognized as an important cultural property of Japan.
Important cultural property, wow. What's it like?
It just radiates gentleness. The expression is so compassionate, and the carving is incredibly delicate. You look at it and you really feel that sense of care for children, for learning, the things it's believed to bless.
Blessings for child rearing and academics, that's lovely.
It really resonates, And it has its own history, too. It was carved way back in the late 14th century by a famous sculptor from Kyoto named Kennen.
Late 14th century, amazing craftsmanship.
And get this, it's the very first of the 24 Jizo statues of Kamakura.
The first one. So it really sets the stage for Jizo worship in the area.
Exactly. And there's another intriguing Jizo story there, too. Something about the Karabutsu Jizo.
Oh, yeah. What's that about?
Well, right in front of the main statue, there's this other figure, the Karabutsu Jizo,
Mm-hmm.
and the legend associated with it. Well, it said that a monk, who is actually an incarnation of Jizo himself, would magically appear to help women during childbirth.
So, like a divine midwife.
Kind of. And some local stories even mention hearing chanting at night, seeming to come from this Jizo. Adds a real air of mystery, doesn't it?
It really does. Makes the place feel alive. Now, to really experience these statues, there's a certain way to approach the main hall.
Yes, they encourage you to take off your shoes before entering the main hall.
Ah, okay. Barefoot.
hmm It just helps you connect with the space, feel the sacredness. It makes it quieter, more reflective for everyone.
That makes sense. And speaking of quiet reflection, photography isn't allowed inside, is it?
That's right. No photos in the main hall. It really preserves that atmosphere, lets you just be there with the art and the history without distractions. Focus on the feeling, not the shot, you know?
Good tip. So besides the main Jizo, the hall is full of other figures too. A whole pantheon, you said, like Bishamonten.
Oh, yes. Bishamonten is there. He's one of the seven lucky gods of Kamakura and Enoshima, the one associated with victory, so quite popular.
Victory. Okay, good to know. And there's a cannon statue too.
Yes, but Sumo Juntai Cannon, she's actually the second stud on the Kamakura 33 Cannon pilgrimage route. People pray to her especially for safe childbirth and good health.
So blessings for families seem to be a strong theme here.
Definitely. Though you'll also find Enmadayo, the judge of the afterlife.
Oh, the scary one.
Ah, yes. A bit fearsome. A reminder of, well, karma. And don't miss the paintings.
Paintings.
Yes, really vibrant paintings of the goddesses of fortune and connection, Fukutoku no Tenyo and Kechin no Tenyo. They had such wonderful color.
Sounds like a feast for the eyes. Now, I heard something about a hidden treasure too, in a separate hall.
Ah, yes. You're thinking of the Daisho Kangi Dotendu Hall.
That's it. What's inside?
It houses a hidden statue, Daisho Kangi Soshin Tenno, also known as Kinju-chen or Shoten-sama, and it is incredibly rare.
Hidden and rare. Tell me more.
Okay, so it's quite tall, about 152 centimeters, made with the Yosegi joined wood technique, typical of the late Kamakura period. But what makes it super special are these intricate clay reliefs covering it. They're called domen.
Clay reliefs on a wooden statue.
Exactly. It's highly unusual, very ornate, a real treasure. And because it's usually hidden from view, it carries this extra layer of sacredness.
Fascinating. So much incredible art. But Hokai-ji is also known for its natural beauty, isn't it? Especially the Hagi.
Oh, absolutely. It's famously called the Temple of Hagi for a reason.
Hagi. That's bush clover, right? When do they bloom?
Mid-September, usually. The grounds just become this sea of delicate white flowers. It's breathtaking.
White bush clover sounds beautiful.
It is. And often you'll see bright red spider lilies blooming at the same time. The contrast is just stunning. Really, if you're here in early autumn, you have to see it.
Duly noted. But it's lovely other times of year, too.
Definitely. It's not just about the Hagi.
Yeah.
In winter, you get these elegant weeping plum trees, and camellias add color. Then spring, of course, brings the cherry blossoms. Pink and white everywhere. It's always a wonderful place for a quiet walk, any season.
Lovely. And besides the changing scenery, the temple is also alive with traditions and events throughout the year.
Yes, lots of annual events. It really shows that it's a living spiritual center, not just a historical site.
What are some examples?
Well, on January 22nd, there's Taishiko. It's a ceremony honoring Prince Shotoku.
Ah, the famous 7th century prince who promoted Buddhism.
Exactly, a foundational figure. So that's a really interesting historical connection. Then in May, there's quite a bit happening.
Oh, yeah. What's in May?
On May 22nd, they have the Tokusude Gongeni and a big Daihanya Sutra chanting ceremony. Really impressive Buddhist rituals.
Sounds powerful.
And the very next day, May 23rd, is the special ritual for Kengitan, that hidden deity we talked about.
Ah, for Shoten-sama. Okay.
And if you can't make those specific dates, they actually perform a Goma fire ritual every month on the 24th.
The fire ritual every month.
Yep, to honor the main Jizo deity. It's a powerful esoteric Buddhist practice. So there are many chances to see these living traditions in action.
That's fantastic. It really adds depth to a visit. And for visitors who want to participate a bit more actively, there are options too, right? Like sutra copying.
Yes. Shakyo, or sutra copying, is available. It costs 1,000 yen a donation, really. It's such a calming, meditative experience. A great way to connect personally.
1,000 yen, that's very reasonable. Is it always available?
Usually, yes. The only time it's paused is during the main New Year holiday, so roughly December 29th to January 3rd. Otherwise, it's a lovely option.
Good to know. And what about Goshwin, the temple stamps? I know collectors love those.
Oh, Hokai-ji is great for Gashwan collectors. They have quite a few different ones.
Like for the main Jizo?
Yes, for the Kosadetsu Jizo, also for Juntai Kannon, Bishamonten, Amida Nyorai, and Namudaishi. So, plenty to choose from.
And I heard some have special designs related to the flowers.
That's right. The Jizo stamp actually features the Hagi blossoms, and the Bishamonten stamp has plum blossoms.
That's a lovely touch.
And kind of movingly, both those designs were created with prayers for the end of the COVID-19 pandemic.
Oh, wow. That adds another layer of meaning.
It does. And they've even added a new one as of September 2024 for those goddesses of fortune and connection. You can buy the Goshuensho books and the special paper right there at the temple office, too.
Perfect. Okay, let's cover the practicals. Visiting hours.
Right. So April through September, the summer hours, are 9:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m.
In winter.
October through March, it goes a little earlier, at 4 p.m. Makes sense with the shorter days.
Okay, 9.30 to 4.30 or 4.0 west.
On that mission.
Very affordable. It's 300 yen for adults, 200 yen for junior high students, and just 100 yen for elementary school kids.
Great value. Now, getting there. Parking.
Best bet is public transport. Hokai-ji doesn't have its own parking lot. There is coin parking nearby if you absolutely need it, but honestly, Kamakura can be tricky to drive and park in. Walking or bus is usually easier.
And it's pretty walkable from key spots.
Oh, definitely. It's super close to Tsurugoka Hachimangu Shrine, just like a 3-minute walk from the third big torii gate there. And that area is packed with cafes and restaurants, too.
Perfect for combining visits. What about from Kamakura Station? From the east exit of Kamakura Station, it's a pleasant walk, maybe 13 to 15 minutes.
Nice stroll. And buses.
Easy peasy. The Inuden bus stop, Kamakura Hachimangume, is about a 6-minute walk away. And the KQ bus stop, Daigakume, that means in front of the university, is even closer, like 2 minutes on foot.
So really well connected. It sounds like Hokai-ji is perfect for anyone interested in history, spirituality, or just finding a peaceful spot with beautiful flowers and art.
Absolutely. It offers such a unique window into that pivotal moment when the Kamakura era ended. And it's just a deeply calming place. You really feel the layers of time.
And for guests staying at Toshi's place, it's right here in Kamakura, easy to get to. You have the luxury of visiting maybe early in the morning before crowds or later in the afternoon for that quiet atmosphere.
Exactly. You can really take your time, soak it all in. It makes for a much more personal experience. It kind of makes you think, doesn't it? About how places hold memories and how people sought peace even after terrible conflict.
What did you think? We hope this guide helps you discover the quiet beauty and deep history of Hokai-ji Temple.
We hope the rest of your stay at Toshi's place will be filled with wonderful memories.